One, two, three. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Divine Mother Earth Time. I am your co-host, Laura Eisenhower.
And I'm your other co-host, Marisa Acaccella. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Today we have an extra special guest, Jean-Charles Moyen. And Jean-Charles, you're somebody that I've always wanted to talk to and always wanted to meet. So it's a pleasure having you here.
Me too, me too. Pleasure to be received in your show. I'm very grateful and honored to be here today.
Oh, thank you. So we're going to talk a little bit about you. Jean-Charles Moyen had extraordinary experiences from a very young age. At the age of 4, he was abducted and contacted by beings from another world on a beach on the island of Oloron, France. His sudden abduction, witnessed by his parents, lasted an hour despite searches by lifeguards and witnesses. He reappeared instantly in the same place. This event had a profound effect on his family. After this experience, he developed inexplicable abilities such as telepathy, telekinesis, physical teleportation, and interaction with electricity. From the age of 6, he told his parents that he was not from here, that he communicated with extraterrestrial beings. So, Jean-Charles, where are you from?
I'm from France, and now I lived in Quebec, Canada, since 21 years.
But your ET origins, where did you feel you were from as a child?
Yeah, you said you were not from here, of this planet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so where are you from?
Okay. Where are you from? France. I'm from a planet called Ultima, in a very close solar system, but not in this universe. It's a parallel universe. This is the question. Where are you from?
Yeah.
I'm incarnate in the body of Jean-Charles, but I came from the stars.
So when you were abducted, was that with just where you're from, or I mean, tell us.
Yeah.
What was that?
When I was 4, I was with my parents in a holiday on the beach, and suddenly, in the front of my parents, I was abducted. My mom looked at me, and in a fraction of a second, I disappear. And I disappear 1 hour. The lifeguards search me, people search me, but nobody see me. And during this 1 hour disappearance, I explained after with my parents, I was in a big a room with 4 beings of light around me. One of being checked my head, and I know after that it was because I had an implant at this moment. And they want to check if everything is okay for me. And they reassure me, and because I'm crying, when I left the ground, I remember saw my parents, like this. And I was share between the fear and between the joy, because, I'm a kid, and at this moment, I flying. So I was surrounded by a fairy of light around me, like fairy dust, and I was teleported inside a spaceship. During this abduction, there is 4 beings, and suddenly these 4 beings disappear, and another beings enter in this room. It was a tall beings, no hair, red eyes, and green skin. And he raises his hand, and I take his hand, and I follow him in a big corridor. In this corridor, we arrive in a big room with a 2 tube. And I wasn't afraid, curiously, because inside of me, I know I wasn't in danger. So he tell me, go in this tube. And okay, I go to the tube. And I remember felt tingling in my body, and I lost consciousness in fraction of second. When I opened my eyes, I felt something change. But when I get out the tube, my reflection in the the window of the space room, I saw my face. It was the same like a being in front of me. No hair, red eyes, green skin. And
So
at this moment, I remember everything. I changed and in the other tube, there is a
Mhm.
Jean-Charles sleeping in a stasis.
Wow. So
I understand
basically,
that.
you saw your identity, who you were before this incarnation, who you truly were. Is
Oh
that who
yeah,
you truly are?
yeah. I remember when I was in the womb of my mom in the belly.
Mhm.
I remember arrive inside, and I was inside, floating in the with a vein, and I heard the doctor with a light. I saw through the body of my mom. Imagine, I remember this. That's insane. You can
That's
you can remember when you have two or three or maybe one, but inside, curious. So I continue. I was in a space. I and this being's name was Victor. Victor was really my brother, not you are my brother, bro. No, no, my really brother with my DNA, because we are at the same family, because we are from the same planet, the planet called Ultima, like the last Ultima. Okay, and the reason why he bring me, abduct me, it was because my name was Luca, and I was a being before came to Earth in the body of John Charles, and I made a rescue mission and a lot of things in a space, and he need me at this moment. It wasn't a plan. My plan was incarnate into John Charles, and something very big happened in my life after. But at this moment, he need me because I was the only one to resolve the problem in space. So he decided to froze the time, take me, go inside the body of Luca, do the mission, and after bring back at the same place. But for people, he spent 1 really hour. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I remember some memories," and he spent 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And the time is a relative, is elastic. But for me, it was really 1 hour Earth's time, because my parents searched me with a lifeguard during 1 hour. So I disappeared really 1 hour. But 1 hour equal in space, 1 week, 1 year, So I really disappear at this moment. And after that, they bring me back at the same place. And my parents cry and say, "My God, where is John Charles? Maybe he fall on the sea." And suddenly my mom raised his head, and I was in the front of her in 2 or 3 feet. No print inside the sand. Nobody knows how I reappear like by magic. After this, after this, I began to develop some abilities like interaction, very strong interaction with electricity. When I was tired, like a lot of children, I close my hand, I close my eyes, and everything close to me shut down. Everything. And I was full of energy. And something when I'm crying, some object moving and disappear, and there is like a static electricity around me. And when I touch people at this moment, sick or have a wound, I was able to heal, just touch. For me, it was natural. I'm a kid. And for a kid, everything is possible. And this is very important to clarify, because if you want to develop your abilities, stay connected with your inner child, because the key is the love and your inner child. We say you can ask everything to a children, because for children everything is possible. You say something, yes. Not, I'm afraid, or it's impossible. Go to this wall. Okay. Go this. Okay. You know? This is the reason why for martial arts, they train a kid because at this moment, they don't have afraid. If you are adult and I tell you, go to this mountain, you say, oh, you're kidding me? I will fall. I will die. But when you are a child, you don't have this sensation. So for me, when my parents or something else ask me something, could you heal me? I say yes. And I put my hand because it was natural. So after this, I developed some very, very incredible abilities. When I was in my bed and I dream, you know, I dream I was skiing. When I wake up, I was stunned with the trace of the glasses
Oh, wow.
on my face.
So do you feel like you teleported that or just
I don't know, but the evidence was my parents was testify this and say, hey, Jean-Charles, where are you tonight? And I say, I say, I'm skiing. I know. Look at you in the mirror. And I say, oh. And I was this. And after this, I remember I was on the Bahamas. And when I wake up, I was tan on my face and white sand between my toes and in the bottom of my bed. And at this moment, I lived with my parents in a 9th floor of apartment in the front of in Paris. So something very realistic happen. It's not an astral travel because astral travel you can bring something. You pass through the wall. You can travel. You fly. You feel the wind, but you can't take this, except if you can change your frequency. And when you touch something, it's the same frequency of your hand, and you can bring something when you bring back in the reality. So everything is frequency around you. The table, the chair. If you vibrate at the same frequency, what's happening? You pass through. But if you are able to have the same frequency and you can set up the same frequency, you can bring something. And for me, it was this. And with my dad and my mom, they protect me because they don't want to disclose who I am at this moment. It was very dangerous for me. There is many, many decades. So they keep the secret. But we had a game with my dad. We have, at this moment, we have a globe, terrestrial globe, like a lamp. And we see the continent, the country, and we turn. And when I turn and stop with my finger, I say, okay, I will go there. And I remember my dad say, okay, there. And it was Egypt. And I say, like I say today, everything is possible. So I say, okay. I don't say I will try. I say yes. And in the night, I was pulled down on my back and I wake up under the Sphinx and the pyramid in Gizeh. And I was in a corridor and I was enter. There is a big door in the front of me with a scarabee, jade scarabee. I put my hand and at this moment, my hand was lightning. I was able to see through my hand and I was sucked by the light. Sorry, sucked by the light. And I was inside the ark, a big spaceship ark inside the Egypt under the Sphinx. And the
Can you
same
tell
things.
us about that?
What?
Can you tell us about that?
Yes, yes. And
Like,
at this moment, I
what
wake up with
the spaceship looked like and who was in it and about
I
that.
don't remember what it looked like, but I was inside with a glyph, lightning. When I was close to the glyph, there is a crystal inside, and I was attracted by something pull back, and I wake up with the sand again, and I drawing what I saw at this moment. I was like 9, 10. Many decades they found with a laser satellite something very strange under the Sphinx, a gallery. And Gaia TV made a documentary, strangely, with a tunnel secretly discovered recently, with something look like a spaceship. Did you see this documentary? That's very interesting because at
No,
this
but I
moment,
was
no
told-
internet. I have 10 and 42 years later, they discovered this. So it wasn't a dream. I was there, really.
You mentioned other people have had, I mean, you lined up certain experiences with other people in this community
Yeah.
can you talk to us about that?
Explain me. What do you want
In
to
your
know?
bio, you mentioned other people had similar experiences or they were in similar locations. I don't know if you knew them from like Tony Rodrigues.
Oh yeah. Tony. When I was young, my name is Jean-Charles, okay? But my best friend when I was in school called me Charlie. Remember? Charlie. And Tony explained when he was young, he remembered in his room a portal open and a little boy named Charlie came into his room. And I remember that because when I explained I was in a room when I was young with another children, and I explained to Tony that I was here to warning, don't go to this door because he was recruited by the bad side, you know. And I was teleported inside, and I remember this little boy was French, and he tells this story to her mother. And I saw a private video. Nobody knows this. He asked to his mom, "Do you remember Charlie?" And his mom said, "Yeah, I remember your imaginary friend at this moment." Because, you know, if people say, "Oh, my kid have an imaginary friend," he say, "No, no, mom, he's not imaginary. He's really, his name is Charlie. And he came from another dimension." And it was amazing because we have the same memories. I continue. When I was in the room, I was there to warning him to say, "Don't go." And he said to me, "I must go to this side because in the future, I must disclose what's happened really in space with a slave." So, many decades, I'm adult, I decided to make a documentary about my life. And the name of the documentary was Starseed Revelation. There is 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. And during the 2 parts, the Starseed Revelation 2, when I was video editing, I put inside some stuff that I never say before. I was in a mission, in a secret space program, and during my mission, listen, I say I was on different planet in a solar system, and I was in a Ceres, and my mission was to rescue some slave. Okay? At this moment, Tony was write his book, and his book was ready 9 months later.
Wow.
9 months before, I explained Ceres, and he was speechless. I say, "Jean-Charles, how you can't imagine this because I'm in the middle of my book." And I say, "Okay, and what is the story?" My story, I was on Ceres, and we cried together, and it was very emotional because, you know, what's a big proof and corroboration? Charlie. And after that, I did my movie and I explained I was in different planet, Mars, and a lot. Serious.
How did you
We, Mhm.
how did you get through the danger of trying to rescue and do these sort of missions?
My mission was against reptilian Draco, especially the Black Draco. Nobody talk about Black Draco. The people say reptilian and called Draco, but I never heard someone talk about Black Draco. Black Draco is like a royal Draco with a big wing in the back. They are very, very huge. And this is I think, I think Tony talked about a Black Draco on the roof of a building. And we don't talk together at this moment. So we have the same memories of some, some story. My mission was to rescue some humans, some beings of different solar system, and diplomatic mission too. Protect some beings of different solar system and different dimension. And this is my mission before I came on Earth when I was Luca, like as a Ultimian. And it was the same thing when I was Jean-Charles here, in 3D, because I was involved in a secret space program with France and America. And the spaceship where I was named the Solaris. It was a part of the fleet of the Solar Warden. During the Second War, there is an agreement with France and America. They work together. That they are not enemy. There is, when America helped during the Second War, the French, and during the Second War, they built a different base in France. And when the war was finished, they leave and go to America. But the secret base exists always. And when I was on my military services, I was on his base. I can say, say publicly where I was for my safety. But in France, there is a military base with a secret entrance, and they made a ritual engineering and a lot of things about that.
Let me ask you something. So, two things. Was Tony one of the people that you were supposed to save, rescue? And second, what is the prime objective of Solar Warden? Like, what is their mission exactly?
The Solar Warders is like a solar protector for another beings came from invade some world. Like Ronald Reagan spoke about the Space Force in a diary, remember? And he explained the Star Wars. There is when we talk together, something very huge happen in space. There is a battle in space. The evil against, So we must have protection. Some people live there and don't imagine what's happened in space. But the Earth is protected by Solar Warden, and there is a many secret space program, not only one. A lot of countries have this technology because there is a lot of UFO fall on Earth, and they're retrieving with technology.
Back engineering,
Yes, back engineering.
Right. Crash retrieval
program. Exactly. So we have, at this moment, we have some technology like time travel, like life expansion, with injection. You can injection to you and live 800 years
with
like
an
this.
injection?
Me? No, not me.
You said injection?
with injection, with a sting.
Right.
I saw this little bottle was a fluorescent liquid, like the movie
Fluorescent.
Reanimator, the horror movie in
Yeah.
eight. Exactly, it was the same. And you put this, and you can live 800. Okay, and you
That's a lot
stay like this, and you come back from for the woman it was 21, and you stay like 21.
Is that how the age regress, you're saying?
Yes, age regress too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the med
So,
bed.
uh-huh. So you could live to be like eight or 100, but when do they like inject you? Are you like 73 or are you 21?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or does it
If you have 73 and you are inject, you go to, I don't remember how many times it take, but you in many days you are 21. Everything changed. Your DNA is on the top, your abilities is on the top. And we had a med bed, but in a cabin room crew, I think it's crew, we have a little med bed with a timer, and you can program the med bed with 8 minutes equal 8 hours of sleeping.
Wow. So which secret space programs were you in?
I was in a Solaris, the secret space program of the Solaris.
And that was it. You were able to avoid the capture of like the dark side
Exactly.
because you were doing missions to help rescue.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts of like age of disclosure and the disclosure narratives these days?
I don't saw the documentary. You say the documentary Age of Disclosure. I never. Is recently, right?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Nah, me too. Me too. No. There is a. It's like an atlas. Many people have different point of view. It's okay, but when people talk about the atlas, the three-eye atlas,
Three-eye atlas?
three-eye atlas. Some people say it's a good being. Some people say it's a bad being. At this moment, I wasn't, I was very focused for my documentary or something else. And people say, and Jean-Charles, what do you think about Atlas, three Atlas? I say, well, I don't know. I will try to connect. And so, I don't have at this moment any ID. Okay. So I'm pure at this moment. I'm not polluted or something else. And what I felt was very strange because I tried to enter inside and it was like a hologram. And when I enter, it was the holographic protection. There is a big spaceship, and I felt a viper energy.
Viper.
Viper, like a snake.
Really? Okay.
So I
What?
say, why I felt this energy? And I remember because when you met a Draco in your life, you never forget the sensation. Never. And it was the same frequency of the reptilian Draco. And I say, what? And I was ejected like this. And I opened my eyes and I share with my wife, Melanie. And she tell me, oh, no, don't share this because people will be afraid. Okay. So I close and I say nothing. And I keep this in my mind. Okay. A few days later, a guy named Sebastian Martin. At this moment, I never know these guys. Okay. I tap his name because I just saw in my feed of Facebook, he talk about 3A Atlas in the Gaia TV, and he say he felt with the remote viewing many Draco inside in stasis. And I say, what? And I say, no. I began to search, and another person, John Vivanco, say the same thing, and Kerry Cassidy too. And I say, no, wait, because in a few days before, I wasn't in the Atlas, and oh yeah, Atlas. Everybody talk about Atlas, but I don't have something inside of me say, maybe it's a Draco, or it's your mind reflection. People say, oh, you saw a Draco because you are a Draco. No. You ask me, what do you feel under this rock? Okay? And I say, I don't know, I was a tunnel. How could you use that? Because there is something, at this moment, I don't have idea inside my mind. So I was, okay, it's a rock, it's a, I don't know. But how many chance, tell me, how many chance we have to feel a Draco energy and a guy, specialist, very professional remote viewer, worked with the CIA, say the same thing. And I don't know these guys. And now we know each other and we talk together and it's insane. And we think that together we were in a secret space program together. Because when I saw his face the first time, I was a deja vu with Sebastian Martin. And I like these guys, but I don't know why. Because, when you talk with Sebastian, we know that he says the truth. He is natural. He is, I don't ask a question, is it true or not? Is factual. And he say, I saw this. And the result is the same of me. But I'm not a professional of remote viewer. I'm just a guy with some abilities. And people ask me, what do you feel about that? And I say, and my friend Michael Salla interviewed me for my release of my new movie, Star Trek Evolution 3 Japan Connection. And he said to me, do you have any information about something else? And I say, what do you mean? And he said to me, 3A Atlas. And I said, oh no. He said, why? I have something to share, but I'm not sure it will be. Yeah. Go ahead, Jean-Charles. I like different point of view. This is my reason to make this interview with a lot of people. For people have different, idea and not only one. If you want, if you know what I mean. Only one person say this is the truth. No. That's very interesting to have different point of view. So what is this? And I say, it's a Draco. And he say, okay. I talk about this in the interview, and he asked me the question, and I say, are you sure? Yes. And I talk about that. And you know what? I was, oh my God, people destroy me and say, what, Jean-Charles say Draco, it's not. No, people say, thank you, Jean-Charles, because I think the same thing. I feel, I'm not remote viewer, but I felt something like a viper energy. It was right in the comments, and I say, what? So people don't dare to share because they're afraid of judgment of people, And I was afraid of people say, oh, Jean-Charles is in the light and blah, blah, blah. And how could he imagine it's a... And I was, okay, no, maybe, yes, okay, no. And I say, okay, forget it.
Isn't
I
this
share.
something Solar Warden could keep out? I mean, what are your thoughts about how this is going to roll out? Or is this like Solar Warden or some...
I don't have a connection with Solar Warden. I know the Solaris is connected with a lot of, secret space program. Like I say, there is many countries with secret space program. I remember cross in a corridor some Asian people in the corridor of a secret space program. And I was in a big spaceship called Excelsior, the Excelsior. It's a leisure spaceship. It's not a battle spaceship like something else says. No. And I am the first talk about the Excelsior. Okay, that's important to clarify for people listen this. And in
Why
this
is that?
and in this spaceship, there is a waterfall, a different environment for different alien species. There is a cafeteria with a replicant food. You put your hand and they detect what you need. There is a drawing with what you want, but it's not what you need. It's like baby food, for the nutrients. You put your hand and something fall in your plate or your bowl, and you eat it. And you have a lot of different creature, like in Star Trek, like in Star Wars. But every people are kind with other beings because it's like a sanctuary. It's a place where they don't fight. It's what is the name of like a church? A church. You can't fight inside. It's a space, protected space.
Sacred, yeah, sacred sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. So we go here to rest, to leisure, to laugh, to share some story, and after we have this is a big spaceship with a hub, different platform with a different spaceship arrive and connected. Go to there is a bar with a different drink, like a blue drink, and you have a space view. It's like a life in Earth but in space. And after that, we go to the mission. But we met some people, and sometimes, like my dear friend Chris O'Connor, we have we have a very strong link together. The first time I saw him, we cried together because we recognize each other. And you know what I recognized the first time? The eyes. Because the eyes is a gate to your soul. And when I look at this moment, Chris, I say, he look at me. We was in a room, the diner, and he look at me. He wave me, and he close to me, and I say, I know you. And he say, yes, I know you too.
Wow.
And I remember he was in a spaceship, and he take care of some like a fairy in a bottle. It was spirit of people in a big room. He take care of some soul.
So souls in a bottle?
I say bottle because it's like a compartment. There is a big wall with different place, and there is something inside, and there is a body in stasis, and he put this and he put this inside.
Do they take it somewhere else?
Yes. There is something like a consciousness. I don't remember, but it was like a consciousness, like something else, very bright. And there is a tube connected with a different body in stasis. And he explained to me that he put this inside, and the person, maybe it was a clone or something else, go to mission, and the original was kept in safety. And when I shared this, he talked to me. He was very emotional because he said, I never shared this before. And I say, what do you mean? He say, because it's true. I was taking care of this.
So I just want to understand.
Yeah.
So the consciousness is like separate from the body, and he safeguarded both. Like the body is in a tube, and the consciousness is in a little container separate from it. Is that?
I just explained what I saw, but I don't know what is this. But I remember different body was sleeping in stasis, and there is a big wall with different case with some like a fairy light, inside.
Okay. Interesting.
And there is a tube of each box connected two different bodies. There is a human body, there is a blue beings, there is a aquatic beings. Maybe they sleep, and I don't know. But I asked to him at this moment, what is this? And he told me, this is the soul.
Wow.
And when I asked him,
Bodies.
pardon?
Yeah. Okay.
When I asked him,
Yeah.
he talked to me. He was the tears in eyes and say, "What's happened?" And he say, "Jean-Charles, I write my book, and inside I explain my experience, and there is inside a chapter when I talk about a room, and he asked me, there is maybe 6 months, could you explain to me, because I want to put your testimony inside my new book."
Wow.
So I am in the book of my friend Chris O'Connor. Hi, Chris.
That's pretty cool.
It'd be great to have you both on together.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes. I love this guy. I love him, and I
We've
don't
had
know
him on.
why.
We've had him on.
We've had him on. I mean, that would be a great conversation
Beautiful.
to talk about consciousness and the different bodies.
Yeah. And
One consciousness in different bodies. That's what you're saying?
You know, when I think, maybe imagine you have a big accident, and your body is very broken, and you take care of your, I don't know, okay, I just share with you, your consciousness protect, and you heal the body, and if you can't heal, you double the body with a clone, and after that we reintegrate your consciousness.
but they
Because
go ahead.
because it's too painful to stay in this body at this moment. So, you know, like a car accident, the driver get out the car, you repair the car, and after you go into the car.
But they do have technology to like regrow limbs, right?
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable technology. And you, Dan Winter did some kind of experiment on you. Can you tell us?
Dan Winter, my dear friend. I love this guy. He is incredible, guys. You know, he spent 52 years to learn the mind and the brain. During my second movie, Started Evolution 2, this movie was made the sequel of the first movie. Some people saw my first movie, Started 1, and say, you have an incredible story, Jean-Charles. Like say, I think it's Carl Sagan. If you have extraordinary story, you must have extraordinary proof. And it was exciting my mind, and I say, maybe I can make another movie with my evidence and my testify and witness. And I asked to my dad and my mom, Dad, Mom, I want to make a sequel of my movie. Could you accept to be in my movie, and I can blur your face and change your voice? And, oh, no, 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 kid. Okay. I would like with your mom to testify and witness when you are born until now. And I say, what? You want? Yeah. It was the best gift ever for me. And my parents decide to talk in my movie. And in a way, I asked to some friend, do you want to testify? And he say yes, because yeah, some people target you and say it's a bullshit, it's a mythomaniac, and but I want, and every people decide to be in my movie. And at this moment, someone connects me with this amazing guys, Dan Winter. We talk together. I meet him in France, and we connect instantly. And he told me, Jean-Charles, do you know what is my job? And I say, yes, a little. He said, do you want to test your brain wave? And I say, what do you mean? I'm not a rat of a laboratory. He did, no. And I trust him and I believe him and I say, okay, for you, I want. And I test everything. I buy a device and he decide to test my brainwave during my teleportation trying when I was adult now. He say, when you was young, remember what is your state at this moment and try, and maybe my software record something. I was here on my chair. I closed my eyes. I was very, calm and I try to teleport at this moment. I felt tingling like when I was a child, hot, and I felt dizzy. And I opened my eyes and I was always there. And I say, oh, it's not working. The software recording my brainwave activity, my gamma brainwave. When I send to Dan, he say, Jean-Charles, I never seen that before in my life. And I say, oh, you kidding me? No, Jean-Charles, I test the brainwave of the monk in Tibet. I test the children. In the documentary of Caroline Curry, the superhumans, the children was able to sew without her eyes. And this is the same software. There is a big gamma brainwave alpha, but mine was outside of the charts. So he must reduce the graphic because he say it's amazing, and you have the gold number in your body, and your liquid pump of spinel was very high, and he explained, it's technical, but he talked very fast when he very exciting, but he explained and he sent me the test, and he decided to make a memory about my abilities because he say, you are the first one I can explain what's happened when you try to teleport, because Jean-Charles, you are yourself a portal.
Wow.
That's interesting. You're a portal. Okay.
This is not my explanation. It is the explanation of the specialist, and he try everything, and he talked to me and explained what's happened, because we talk about Dan Winter, but we jump because I must explain why he test my brainwave. Because when I was young and I moving in the night in the different places, something else happened to me when I was at school. I was a kid, and during an exam, I would like to go to the toilet, and I raised my hand to ask to the professor, can I go to the toilet? And everything was frozen. People was there. And the time was frozen. So I say, okay, nobody saw me. So I go to the toilet. We are on the 2 or 3 floor. I enter in the toilet, and suddenly there is no windows, okay? Very important to clarify, no windows. I close the door, clack, and suddenly everything shut down. I was in the dark. I was in the toilet. I was inside the toilet. So I was, oh God, where is the button? I searched the button.
Where everything went dark?
Yes, I was in the dark.
Oh, okay.
I opened the button. I was still in the toilet, but not the toilet of the school. I was in a few kilometers in the toilet of my apartment of my parents. Everything was stay on my chair, my keys, my coat on my chair, my stuff, and the toilet was closed inside, and no Jean-Charles inside, no escape possible because no window.
You went from school to your parents' house.
And my mom go to enter to the apartment. It was the end of the day, and she say, "What do you do here? You're supposed to be in the school." And I explain what's happened, and she say, "Oh, I must phone to the director," and she lie and say, "Oh, he was sick," and blah blah. It wasn't true, because But the next day, I listened that they came, the locksmith and the guardian, to open the door because it was closed inside. The toilet was closed
In school? Or
in the school. In the school, so
All
they
right, so
open the door with the
right.
locksmith, and
Uh-huh.
they don't understand because it's not like a little cadenas. It was a very clack, 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 clack inside. So it's impossible. You can't. So my little friend in school look at me like this, very suspicious. They treated me like a monster, like a mutant. They was very angry against me. So it wasn't easy to live this because my only person I can share my experience was my dad and my mom. I'm
So
only kid.
would you think they were jealous of you or afraid of you
Afraid
because
of me, not jealous. They was afraid of me. They were
Wow.
afraid of me because someone tried to push me on my back on the stairs, and just this. And the guys was he left the ground and he passed through my
over?
head and he break his two legs. And I never touched this person. Something he say after, he pushed me, and people say no, he don't touch you.
Wow.
My parents was a convocation from the director, and my dad said, "Do you have a camera surveillance or something else?" My kid never hurt nobody, and the guy was traumatized because he know I never touch him.
Mm.
Gosh, you remember the
I
movie Powder? Oh my gosh, just mind.
Yes.
That's so wild. Um, can you tell us what you remember from your home planet, or are you still in communication?
Oh, yeah, I'm still in communication. It just when I need something, I ask something, and I have the answer. I'm my planet was. I have two planets because my mom was from Ultima and my dad from Antares. When I was born as Luca, I was
Yeah.
born in a crystal cavern.
Huh.
And during my born, my birth, my born,
Your birth? Your
my
birth?
birth, there is a supernova explosion in the cosmos, and my mom was pregnant of me, and the ultimate is different. It's the 3 months of pregnancy, and during this processes, there is a fairy light under the belly, and you have like the baby. I search my the fetus of baby
Uh-huh.
floating and enter in a crystal crave. Crave?
The cavern, the crystal cavern?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's a crave. You know when you put a baby inside,
Oh,
it
crate.
A
craven,
cradle, a cradle, a
cradle,
cradle, a
cradle.
cradle, cradle.
Something. I do my best, huh? Okay, okay. So a cradle, but it was a
Mhm.
cradle of crystal, looked like a eggs of light.
That's pretty cool.
And
Okay.
during these processes, I
Uh-huh.
was blasted by the supernova energy. The gamma burst, gamma brainwave enter inside the cavern. And I was different at this moment as Luca. But when I was born in the 7th July 1969, there is a gamma supernova explosion in the cosmos the same day I was born.
Oh, far out.
So,
So wait a second though. So
mhm, mhm.
what about your father? Was this like a real conception then?
Yeah,
Or
real
like
conception. No, no,
because you're
it's
saying that you were blind.
there is make love and the same thing. There is
Okay, your
a
parents had sex and okay, and then you were
conception
blasted into the
identically,
crystal.
but the time
Okay,
for it's different. It's very
The
quick.
soul entering the body, saying.
Exactly.
right. So 3-month period. So
And
then was your mother surprised going to Ultima if she was from Ultima and your father was from Alaris?
Yeah,
Like,
my dad and my mom now is a incarnation of my real dad and mom from there.
That
but
doesn't
did
always
they know
happen.
that at the, but do they know that at
Oh,
the time when
they remember something, but not like me. But they know they had experience when they dream, when they and I never share with her some detail to test if they say the real thing, you know. Not for my kid, I will tell this and no, 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 no. Sometimes my mom say, "Oh, tonight I was in a spaceship. I was with a silver suit," and I say, "What?" And my skin was green, and why? But, mom, I never tell you this because I don't want to be afraid you because you're very Catholic and we in the family they don't believe this and I don't want to perturbation your mind, and so I decide to keep some stuff for my dad and not to afraid my mom. So we protect my mom because she was a witness about a lot of things about me, but I felt she was afraid. And in my life, um, I was you know I search my word in English, obligation to share
Mhm.
with my parents what's happened to me with the Men in Black, because I had a problem with the Men in Black in France, and my I protect my parents. And one day we went to family dinner, and we was on the road, and behind me and my dad and my mom, there was a Jaguar car with a tinted glasses, with guys inside with look like smoking black glasses, and they follow me, and my mom was afraid like never before. And I say,
Mhm.
"Mom, I want to share something," and my dad say, "Mm-mm." My dad, "Are you this is a secret and I'm not okay, no, no, no." And it was family discussion, and I say, "Okay, some people meet me in my job, and they ask me to work for them, and it was the Men in Black." And yeah, quoi? And when I talk about Men in Black, it was 5 years before the first movie on Men in Black release on the movie. So it's not like, oh, these guys invent something, and no, 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 no. I have the date, okay? And my my mom was okay, and she say, "Okay, I know my son is different. So explain me all now. I'm ready. I'm ready." And I explained to my mom everything we hidden to protect her, and she she decide to open his mind and say, "Okay, now I want to share you something else." And I say, what do you hidden? And say, you were in school and your dad was in job, and I was alone in an apartment, and we have a big clock, like this, your Britain
Mhm.
clock. And
Mhm. Grandfather clock.
yeah, exactly. And she was on the ground, she read something, and she felt something behind her, and she do this, and nobody, you felt someone in your back, but there is nothing, the sensation.
Mhm.
And she say, "Oh my god, I'm crazy." She felt the same thing. She back, nothing. And she was in front the balance of the clock. It was a copper, very reflection.
Mhm.
And she was like this, and she decided to don't do this, but she do this, and she saw in the reflection in her back Victor was like this.
You're Victor.
No, I'm Luca. Luca.
No,
I'm
no, like Victor, Victor
Wait,
when
wait,
you saw Luca.
my brother Victor in a space. He
Right.
was under
That's
her,
you're
and
Victor in the
he
spaceship.
look at
Okay.
her. He look
Okay.
what
Wow.
she look, and
Mhm.
she said, she say, I'm laughing. She say, Victor, don't afraid me. I know you. I know you are behind me. Now I must turn and don't. And when she turned, he wasn't here. But she's not just. I felt. She saw him in the reflection. Can you imagine at this moment, my mom, my mom say, okay,
Yeah.
okay, wait. You know. So
That she knew it, though. Yeah.
pardon, yeah. And when I was, I'm divorced now, but I was the mother of my children, my two daughters. Um, when my first daughters, Ocean, was in cradle, cradle, I remember. She say when she go to sleep, you know, you want to kiss your daughters, and we were in the dark, and she say, it's bright, but no light. It was my aura. She say it's very bright,
Oh, wow.
and she said someone go inside his room the night and check, and she was like this, and he was inside the room and he checked. And when I was, 24, 25, I working in clothes shop and with my uncle, and I decide to put a mannequin, mannequin, and paint in a green with no hair, and I put red eyes, and he was stand in my room when I was 16, 17. I put this, okay. I was no I At 24 I was moving different places, and each time I bring the mannequin, and it was like like a totem or something else. And I remember I go to the room of my daughters. She was in my arm, and we pass close to the room and say, "Yeah, it's him, it's him." And I say, "What? It's him. He went to my room." And I say, "Oh my God." She points Victor, the mannequin, and she said,
It's Victor again.
"Yeah,
Victor.
it's Victor. It was Victor."
Wow. Can you tell us? That's so far. Can you tell us about how you met Melanie and your connection? I know she's been in Secret
Oh,
Suite.
I will prefer Melanie explain his
Okay,
life,
we're
because
gonna have her on. We're gonna have her on.
yeah. But we met
We'd love to have her on.
we met each other in a space, and we have identical memories together. So the first time I saw
Wait a
her, it was you know uh, more than a déjà vu, because we have a many life together and remember this life. So that's
So you met in space, and then you met here?
yes.
Like you met space?
Yeah, I met in space, and I met here too.
I think my future husband's in space. Just no, I'm only kidding. That's a joke. No, but that's
Yeah,
interesting
well,
that
we're
you
gonna have
met
her on.
each
We'll
other.
have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to share something else. When I was 18, I was with my girlfriend at this moment, and I was in couple, and I was alone on the ninth floor of the apartment of my parents, and there is a picture of my girlfriend on the wall, and I say, I will do anything to be close to her. At this moment, my head turned, and I felt tingling, and I was no pants, huh? Just my boxer and a t-shirt, okay? And when I close my eyes, in fraction of second, I open my eyes, and I was in the front of her door apartment. But the problem is, no keys, no shoes, no ID, nothing, and the alarm system was activate in the apartment of my parents, so I can go a few kilometers. Finally, my girlfriend came to his job, and I explained what's happened. Bad idea. She was traumatized. And this is, we don't have a cell phone at this moment. It was I call my mom, but before my mom entered to the apartment, say, Jean-Charles, are you here? She opened the door of my room and say, the shoes is here, the keys is on the bed, the coat. Oh my God! And I phone to my mom and say, Mom, it's me. Where are you? Where are you? Your stuff is here. And I say, I'm to my girlfriend's house, and I teleport. And she say, oh no. She called my dad, and she explained to my dad, Jean-Charles disappear. What do you mean by disappear? Everything is here. Oh my God, it's a teleportation. Okay. And someone replaced my dad in his job, and my dad bring me my shoes, my keys, my coat, my clothes. 2 weeks later, we break our relationship with my girlfriend.
Why was she
Because
totally?
she was traumatized. In the beginning of my relation with her, I explained I'm different. Oh no, it's okay, an open mind. No, you don't understand. I'm, you don't understand.
Oh my God.
I'm very, very different.
This could
Something
be a comedy.
and
This could be a
this
TV.
day, I realized she don't have a open mind at this moment. And she say, "What are you? What are you?" And I say, "What? What? How it's possible?" She was traumatized, and because she tried to understand. We are in a February. No pants, and she believed me, but it was too hard, too hard. You can believe too. We are not alone in space, and okay, but we are a reptilian in front of you. That's not the same thing.
So are you reptilian though?
No,
Are you
no, no.
reptilian?
Me?
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, no, I thought you said you have a reptilian in front of you. Okay.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no,
Got
no,
it.
no, no, no. It's a joke. Imagine you believe to extraterrestrial. That's okay. That's the
Okay.
first
Okay.
the first step. But after
Okay.
that, you know. So no. I lost what I was saying. This is a
The
part of.
trauma being different, like you telling her you're different and
Yeah. When I was young. Yes. I have everything in my head. I say, oh, I don't forget this because I'm very exciting to be in the show of my dear friend Laura because it was a long time we want to schedule this and I know after when we are finished, I say, oh no, I forget this. No, so when I was young, very very young, sometimes I bleed. Like a lot of kid, you bleed, but my blood wasn't red. He
What
was
was
green.
it?
He was green.
oh
I'm
wow.
not kidding, yeah. Green, may not green like I don't have something.
Not like snot, like a dark green, like a what
No, 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 no,
color?
no,
Not
no,
like
no, no. Very green like apple, you know.
oh,
Like great.
And there is I wake up with dry this, and my pillow was full, and my mom cleaned my bed. I'm a kid, huh? So, qu'est-ce que c'est? What? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is this? And we must go to the doctor. And my dad say, no, because they will keep our son.
Oh my gosh.
So
that was
when I was sick,
mhm.
my temperature, listen, my temperature was 47 or 45 Celsius.
Which is
The
how
the
Yeah, tell me
mercury
about
was
that.
blocked. We must take in the freezer to. So I was very hot, but I was I was like this. What's happened? 45, 46, like this. Very hot, very warm.
wow.
You
God.
have the best stories, I have to say.
No.
It's
That
so interesting.
that's
It's just and your documentaries are incredible and
Ah, yes, yes, yeah, you see.
So w- I know we have to close. But just, yeah, just to wrap it up, your thoughts about the here and now, and the projects that you're working on, and just disclosure time coming from your perspective of, humanity's awakening and
Yes.
technology and uh, knowledge of other races and beings, and just where do you see everything?
I think the peace came, but not yet.
The
Before
peace.
that, the peace. Because before that, I think something will arrive. I don't want to afraid people because some people are able to understand and but the hope is we can build our reality. Why I say this? You have a déjà vu? Do you have a déjà
Mhm.
vu? Okay. It's because there is different timeline. And if you afraid the humanity can create another reality. So I think the solution is inside of each of us. And there is many timeline at the same moments. Like I will very careful what I say. Remember when we lived the 3 years of darkness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
During this moment, there is people dying, there is people rising, there is an open mind because people was stuck in house and some people was okay. They read a book, they saw a video, and there is a bad thing and there is a good things. But if we remember what we live at this moment, how many people say that's not normal situation? That's not normal. Why people don't wake up? That's not normal.
We
This
said
is the
that.
same. This is the same thing. If you give your power to
Hmm.
the dark side, we create a world of dark side. I don't say don't do this or something else, but stay connected with your light because the light is very important for each people. This is the reason why I made my documentary because my documentary is not only a documentary or a movie. It's a key to open mind of people and say, "Oh, that's interesting point of view," and I want to know this more. And they read, they listen, and they open mind after a friend, a family, and after this, we made an egregore and we can rise the humanity. There is a good and the bad. That's the equilibrium each time, okay? It can't exist without. So I think what we think at this moment, it's the most important things to create a new reality. But don't forget, the evil exists and the good things exist too. So it's a perpetual fight,
Hmm.
but it's a plus and more. A battery need the two side.
Well, you know
So
what? I agree with you because the thing is, it's like humanity. We need that friction.
yes,
We need darkness to realize the light because
yeah,
I mean we need something to I think push back on and evolve. Otherwise, we would never evolve.
yeah. The positive and negative can exist without it. It's an equilibrium.
Yeah, it's like
Sometimes it's like this.
yeah.
The war with the Russia, etc. They keep people in the fear. There is
Mhm.
another V.
Yeah,
White,
censorship.
be careful, and no, 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 no. And I don't think, I don't say hidden your eyes like this and no, no, no. I don't say that. But don't focus your intention to the bad because there is a sun,
So focus on
there
the
is a
light because
darkness.
I feel this, we feel the same way. Laura and I both, it's like we focus on the light. We recognize there's darkness. We don't dismiss evil.
Yeah,
We know we want to know what's going on. Our heads aren't in the sand, but we're going to focus on the light and work on creating the good
exactly.
timeline.
Exactly, exactly. And if you stay connected to in inner child, like I say in the beginning, you
Huh?
can do what you want, what you want.
I have to say, I love, like you say, everything's possible. I don't say I will try, I say yes.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. You have such great positive energy. I love what you say about accessing your inner child. I think that gives everybody hope to connect with like the power within themselves. You know, that's such great advice. You were such an incredible guest, Laura and
Oh,
I.
you're such an incredible friend and just such a divine
Yeah.
heart. And I look forward to going to Hawaii with you. And sorry, Marisa, finish what you were sharing. I just had to jump in.
I kind of want to come too to Hawaii, but
You
I think we
know,
would love to. We would
Laura,
love to have you again.
I have a message for you from Melanie, and she said to me, "We love you."
Oh,
Aw.
I love you both so much. And and I know we don't maybe want to speak to this, but I don't stand for any of this division, any of this cruelty of speaking anything negative about you two.
Yes,
And
yes, yes,
we
yes, yes.
know
Because
we all know you're the
you
real
know me,
deal.
you know me.
And oh, absolutely. We all know you're the real deal. You have
Mhm.
your divine heart and you have an incredible story and abilities. And I love you both and I'll always stand by you.
Thank you. Me too. Everything, every day, I will be there for you.
And I love your stories, and we would love to have you back on, and we'd love to have Melanie on too.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you again to receive me to your show. I'm very grateful and honored to be able to explain my story. And you're amazing, womans.
You're amazing.
You're an
Thank you
amazing
so much.
man.
Take care. Thanks everybody for
Thank
joining us
you.
today on Divine Mother Earth Time. Much love.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.